Hi everyone, welcome to another Zohar reading for world peace. I'm Marcus and we're going to get straight into it today. We have with us today on YouTube, just to say hello to everyone, and if you're here, feel free to write in what you'd like to think about, what's your intention during this reading of the Zohar. We can help each other come into a mutual intention for this reading, because as we'll see soon as well in a clip with Kabbalist Dr. Laitman, that our intention when reading the Zohar is all about connecting to one another. And we have this big world group of people, friends all around the world connecting, so we can really make a very powerful connection here. So feel free to write what your intention is, and we'll start reading out who's with us. Carl Lawrence, greetings from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Good to see you again, Carl. Sylvie, greetings and shalom from the Netherlands. Tamar, shalom from Spain. Sean Sachs, good to see you again, Sean, as well. Love and peace from Melbourne, Australia. Patricia, as always, good to see you too, from Ohio. Hi, friends. Annie Kurtz, shalom from North Carolina. Mabelher, hello, greetings from Mexico with a nice rose. Michael Boyle, Michael from San Francisco. Lilu, shalom to all, sending love from France. Paul Garcia, shalom to all from San Antonio, Texas. Marina, hello friends, love from California. Southern Sass, sending love to you all from Little Rock, Arkansas. And Southern Sass is sharing her intention, which is to peacefully connect. And Lin, also inner peace with mutual balance. And Lilu is writing togetherness, peace, love, clarity, and strengthening the common intention and connection. And Kim Hansen is sending shalom from Washougal, Washington. And Zorika is also saying hello from W22. It's one of our 10s in Kabu, which you're more than welcome to join if you haven't already. Also on Facebook, no comments yet, but I'm sure it'll be coming soon. So we'll get straight into it. This is a Zohar reading after all. Just before we get into the reading itself, and going into a clip of Rav Laitman, just if you wish to follow along with the reading, I'll show you how you can find it today. This is Kabbalah.info. That's a site you'd want to go to. By the way, we just started promoting our upcoming retreat as well, which you're welcome, more than welcome, and all invited to come to, either physically in North America at Catskill Mountains at the start of September, 5 to 7, or virtually. If you can't make it physically, we welcome all of you to come there virtually, so very much have a look into that. So for the Zohar reading, you just click on the Zohar category, then you click Study the Zohar, and today we're going to be reading this week's portion, which is Korah. So you just come down here, you see Korah, so that's the one, and you just click that and you'll be able to follow along if you wish. So without further ado, we'll go into an intention by Kabbalist Dr. Laitman. This is actually made from a recent visit that Dr. Laitman made to Idra Rabbah, the cave where the Zohar was written, and our friends made a video clip around it, so enjoy.
This is where all the Kabbalists used to sit, and it was especially here that they've reached a state where they could express themselves through the Book of Zohar, through the power of those 10 friends who were able to connect with one another, so much so that nothing stood between them, and thus the Creator could dwell among them and reveal himself to them. It's not a book. It's a revelation of the higher force. That's why, for us, this book is a source of divine force that's about to correct us and correct the entire human flaw altogether, and to lift us to the level of the purpose of creation.
Zohar for All portion, the Korah portion, starting from the section 1, and Korah took. And Korah took. 1. They are more desirable than gold, yes, than much fine gold, and sweeter than honey and the drippings of the honeycomb. How sublime are the words of Torah! How precious they are! They are lovely above, they are lovely for all. It is so because they are the holy name. And anyone who exerts in Torah exerts in the holy name and is delivered from any harm. He is delivered in this world and delivered in the next world. Anyone who engages in Torah grips to the tree of life. And because he is gripped to the tree of life, he is gripped to everything, as it is written, "She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her." 2. Anyone who engages in Torah has freedom from everything, freedom from death. This is because freedom, Bina, is upon him and grips him. If Israel crowned themselves in the Torah, they would be saved from everything, and they would not be in exile. It is written, Charut, carved on the tables. Do not pronounce it Charut with a kamatz, a punctuation mark under the chet, but rather Cherut, freedom, with a tzerech, another punctuation mark under the chet, since this freedom is found in the Torah. The Torah is the power of the right, as it is written, and his right hand was a fiery law unto them. And the left is included in the right. One who turns the right into left and the left into right, it is as though he destroys the world. 3. Aaron is right, chesed. The Levites are left line, gvura. Korah wished to substitute the right with the left. He wanted the priesthood, right, for the Levites, which are the left, and this is why he was punished. Moreover, there was slander in him, for he spoke about Moses and was punished with everything. The left is always included in the right. This is the correction of the left. Korah wished to replace the correction above and below. He wished for the rule of the Levites, the left, so they would not be included in the priests, the right. This is why he was lost above and below. 4. Korah took a bad advice for himself. Anyone who chases what is not his, it escapes him. Moreover, he loses even what he has. Korah chased what was not his. He lost what was his and did not win the other one. 5. Korah went by way of dispute, which is removing and repelling above and below. And one who wishes to repel the correction of the world is lost from all the worlds. A dispute is removing and repelling of the peace. And one who disagrees with peace disagrees with his holy name, since his holy name is called peace. 6. The world stands only on peace. When the Creator created the world, it could not exist until he came and established peace on them, the Sabbath, which is the peace of upper and lower. Then the world persisted. Hence one who disagrees with peace will be lost from the world. 7. Zelophehad disagreed with the Sabbath. He was gathering woods. Woods are other trees, those of the 70 ministers. Those are secular matters, and there is no secular in the holy. It turns out that he disagreed with the peace of the world, the Sabbath, for he mingled secular with Sabbath. 8. Those who love your law have great peace. The Torah, law, is peace, as it is written, and all her ways are peace. Korah came to blemish the peace above, the Torah, the middle line, which is called Torah, and makes peace between right and left, and below of Moses. This is why he was punished by upper and lower, by fire and the mouth of the earth. Section The Elect Men of the Assembly. 9. Elect is written without a yud in Hebrew. Malchut on earth is as the Malchut in the firmament. In other words, the Malchut below is like the Malchut above. All those high sphirot that the holy name grips come from a place called holiness, upper Abba Ve'ima, as it is written, holy convocations. This is when there is an occasion in the world, on festivals and on appointed days. And as those high sphirot are called the upper temple, to sanctify them, the bottom holiness summons his armies to crown and elevate them, the three worlds Bia, which are her armies, which the Malchut crowns and elevates to Atzilut. 10. The upper holiness is upper Abba Ve'ima. The bottom holiness is the wisdom of Solomon, Malchut, who also summoned all her armies to sanctify them with her sanctity. Those armies all stand ready to be crowned in the lower holiness, while there is an appointed day in the world. As her armies stand above in Atzilut, summoned by Malchut, so the appointees of the people, the heads of Israel, follow her example below in this world. This is why they are called the elect men of the assembly. And because they are below, they are called elect men of the assembly, without a yud. However, then they are in greater wholeness. 11. Renowned men, the men of Malchut, who is called name, and not men of Havaya, Ziranpin. This is why they are called renowned men, since they came from the side of Gvura, from Malchut, which is called lower Gvura. This is said to give them high praise, but they took it for themselves, separating Malchut from Ziranpin, and clinging to the dispute with Moses, Ziranpin. Holy, pure. 12. In the morning the Lord will show who are his, and who is holy, and will bring him near to himself. Why in the morning, and why holy and not pure? Meaning, and who is holy, and will bring him near to himself, should have said, and who is pure. However, they, the congregation of Korah, come from the pure side, since the Levites are pure and not holy, and the priest is holy. Moses said, in the morning, the time when the sphira of the priest, Chesed, awakens in the world. If you are priests, here is morning. Let them work the morning work, Chesed, and then the Lord will show who are his and who is holy. Who are his are the Levites, and who is holy is the priest. Then and will bring him near to himself, referring to the priest. And there is none who can detect it but the morning. And this is what he told them. If you see yourselves staying on the side of din, on the side of judgment, the morning, meaning chesed, will not tolerate you, since it is not the time of din. And if you see yourselves remaining in chesed, this is its time. Then you will stay with it, and it will accept you. How is this tested? By offering the incense. The bridegroom must have the incense burning, because of him on all the degrees, and he must connect in them, since the smell of incense rises and connects the degrees to one. The bridegroom is the priest, chesed. For this reason, and the man whom the Lord chooses, he shall be holy, and not pure, since they are 2 degrees, holy and pure. The priest is holy, the Levite is pure. This is why it writes, holy. O God, the God of the spirits. 14. Moses and Aaron delivered themselves to death, as it is written, and they fell upon their faces and said, O God, the God of the spirits. It writes spirits without the vav in Hebrew, because of the tree of death, malchut. In every place, falling on one's face is to that side. This is why it is written, O God, the God. God, as in a God who has indignation every day, meaning malchut. God of the spirits means a place where the souls of the world are bundled, where all the souls rise and from which they come. It is the malchut. 15. Hear my words, you wise men, and give ear unto me, that you that have knowledge. Elihu said this verse, Come and see what is written. Against his 3 friends was his wrath kindled, because they had found no answer. They were saying things, but Job was not comforted by them. This teaches us that one who comes to comfort one who is mourning should first establish things that will be suitable for comforting him. Job's friends spoke the truth, but not to comfort him, since what is required are things for which the mourner will be grateful, and then he will accept the sentence and will thank the holy king for it. What does it say, now Elihu had waited to speak unto Job? Because afterwards he was grateful to the Creator, and assumed the judgment from heaven. 16. Therefore listen to me, you men of heart. Far be it from God to do wickedness, and from the Almighty to do wrong. Therefore, men of heart, who are complete with everything and can discern things, far be it from God to do wickedness. And it is written, a God who has indignation every day, which is Malchut, called God. And from the Almighty to do wrong. One is close to the other, since Almighty, Yesod, is close to God, Malchut. In God Almighty, God is Malchut, and Almighty is Yesod. For he pays a man according to his work. If a person walks in this world and does deeds, and sins before his master, that deed hangs on him and pays his dues, as it is written, for he pays a man according to his work, meaning that that deed that he did will pay him. 17. And if he pays attention to him, since his wish is to repent before his master, then God, the God of spirits, will collect his spirit and soul unto him, to form it in the bundle of life, and will not leave his soul outside to be sentenced by another din. 18. These are the hidden dinim of the Creator. He pays a man according to his work, to be judged by his judgment, by those deeds that a man does in this world, and elevates him to be sentenced according to his actions, and he is lost from the world. It is written after him, who gave him a charge over the earth? Or who has disposed the whole world? Who gave him a charge over the earth is he who commanded his brother over him, who redeems him. Or who has disposed the whole world means his brother builds a house, meaning marries his wife and builds a lasting building, the correction of the world, and the settling of the world. It is written after him, and if he pays attention to him, since that man who commanded him to redeem him, and to build a structure should aim the heart and desire to the dead, to establish a name for him. Thus a man who comes to a brother's wife because of the beauty and his own desire will not build a lasting building, for his heart and will are not aiming for the dead. 19. This is why it is written, and if he pays attention to him, meaning to aim the heart's desire to the dead, then he will gather his spirit and soul unto him, for he is drawn to him to be built in this world. Afterwards it writes, all flesh shall perish together, and man shall return unto dust. All flesh shall perish together, meaning that body will rot in the dust, and all the flesh. Afterwards, and man shall return unto dust, meaning there will be renewal of the structure as before, and the dust will return for the structure of another body as in the beginning. This is why the spirit and the soul are in the hands of the Creator, and He has mercy on people, so they will not be lost from this world and from the other world. This is why it is written, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh. We'll go and watch another clip with Kabbalist Dr. Michael Laitman at the cave of the Idra Rabbah, where Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and the 10 Kabbalists who wrote the Book of Zohar, where they wrote it. So here's another clip. A new clip, by the way. It's a premiere, first time we're showing this one, so enjoy.
Throughout history, the Book of Zohar was hidden. Not everyone was allowed to read it. There was this aura of mystery surrounding it. It said that the Zohar contains a lot of hidden powers. And I wanted to ask, what's in the Zohar? What kind of powers are hidden in it? There are powers, but it's not just for anyone. It said that people were afraid to open the Book of Zohar. Is there really what to be afraid of? Tell me, when there's some kind of cure right in front of you, are you afraid of it? You're not sure whether to take it or not because it might harm you or help you. Right. There's fear of using it incorrectly. It said that if you put the Book of Zohar at home, in your business, in your car, it'll give you a blessing in life. Do you believe in that? No. Why? It won't help me. I need to know how to use it. How do I use the power of love of others? That this is what the Book of Zohar talks about. How can you use it? Can you extract that power from the book? Can you go to the store and buy the power of love? I don't know any store that sells the power of love. So here, it's even worse. It's love of others, not just love. So what do you do with this book? There's a power in it, but you can't get it out of there. You can't. So you see why there's so much going around this book? No, there's nothing about the book itself. It's about the person who wants to correctly use this book. And then he comes closer to the powers of giving, love, and connection. Give me a piece of advice. How can I come closer to these good forces? You have the environment, the nation, the world, the universe. Relate to all of these things that are outside of you in a way that you want to connect to them, love them, benefit everyone, and then you'll understand what the book says.
There we have it. Relate to everything and everyone outside of us with love, and then we'll understand what the Book of Zohar says. So that's what Seb is also wishing for us. Much love from the UK, writing to us from Facebook. Also David Freeman, shalom from Florida. Shalom to you too. And we also have here Joe Gracia, who joined since we last left off, sending us his intention for the elevation of the friends and the world for peace. Also Victoria Simpson wrote, greetings and shalom from Seattle, and Her intention was to peacefully connect. So it was once again great to be with you all, and a great privilege to read this lofty text, the loftiest of texts as Kabbalists call it, with you all. And until next time, Zohar reading for world peace. See you all later.